Diabells returned to her homeland, bringing Snake Eyes Poplar with her. But now, under the curse's influence, the once beautiful white forest had been transformed into a black forest, a cursed nest occupied by the Azamina. Though Elzet's soul had once been protected by Diabel, her body had long fallen under Azamina's control. Under the demon's will, she launched endless assaults against Morgana, the Witch of Eyes. In those days, as the young Elzet, Diabells had come into contact with Morgana's cursed eye, a power that governed the mind. Upon defeating Morgana, she was finally freed from Azamina's grasp. Now, the Azamina standing in front of Diabells was none other than Azamina Moa Regina, the soulless body of Morgana. After a fierce battle, Diabells defeated the strongest Azamina she had ever faced, the one most deeply connected to her past, and at last stood before Queen Azamina, the one who still carried traces of her mother Diabell's presence. This creature had not only seized Diabell's body, but had become one with the forest itself, bearing fruit tainted by sin. At this once-in-a-lifetime moment, Diabells hesitated before the enemy who wore her mother's face. The demon had taken her mother, her sister, and the bond she once shared with her younger sibling. No matter the cost, she was now determined to fulfill her long-awaited revenge. With that resolve, Diabells devoured Snake Eyes Poplar, transforming into the form of Snake Eyes' doomed dragon. Offering herself as the price, she launched a desperate final strike at the demon. But in return, she was met only with cruel laughter, as the demon revealed yet another true form. At that moment, Saint Azamina descended, dispelling her dragon form with a single blow. With her final trump card broken, Diabells was pushed to the brink of death. Just as Saint Azamina's finishing blow approached, Diabellster suddenly appeared, her cloak billowing in the dark, intercepting the attack meant for her sister. Diabells had once borne her burdens alone, but seeing her sister's selfless resolve, she realized her family had grown stronger, and chose to fight by their side. Calling upon the necromantic magic she had mastered since childhood, she wove the spirits wandering through the black forest around her, forming an aura that resembled Diabell, Queen of the White Forest herself. Sensing her sister's resolve, Diabellster used her binding magic to suppress the Azamina's rejection of soul and body, and fused the Sinful Spoils Rosila and Silvera into herself, achieving an ultimate evolution that surpassed even the Queen of the White Forest. But just then, Saint Azamina separated from Diabell's body and revealed her true Azamina form to the world. Yet in doing so, she lost her control over the White Forest. The lingering magic of Diabell, seeking a vessel, responded to this moment, infusing Snake Eyes Poplar with power and awakening its dormant potential. Thus, it transformed into Poplar of the White Forest. With Poplar's aid, Diabellster's body underwent its final transformation, Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon. Drawing upon the demonized power within, she awakened the sacred power once hidden in Diabell's magic, rising to become an entity equal to the goddesses themselves. In a blinding flash of light, born from the union of sacred power and the Sinful Spoils' cursed flame, the Azamina began to wither and decay. Diabellster's life, too, was burning away, moments from vanishing. But the love of her family called her soul back from the edge of death. With the demon's defeat, the curse finally shattered. Diabell, Sylvie, and Rusha, having reclaimed their souls, chose to ascend in place of their family. Only two battle-worn witches remained, embracing one another beneath the sky. Thus, the White Forest returned to its peaceful, mystical form once more. The witches who once lived in the forest were gone. Yet even now, travelers claim to hear a girl's voice echoing in the woods. And so, a new tale began to spread. There was a small witch in the White Forest. This was the story of the Witch of the White Forest, as told on a certain day, on a certain hour, on a certain place, by a mysterious storyteller.